gab da auch so Werbung für Dienstleistungen, Alternativen zum Aikido.
Du machst ja also
nicht so richtig durchblickt, oder was da eigentlich.
Und deine?
Das ist aber schön.
Das damit zu tun, dass du
jetzt mal.
Ja, ich habe euch dann Amulett mitgebracht, dass ihr gesund bleibt.
Ja.
Ist doch richtig. Ja, finde ich auch.
Ja, finde ich gut.
Ja.
Wenigstens alle das gedacht.
Ja, wenn ich mich so umschaue, ich mache mir auch um meine eigene Gesundheit Gedanken. Was Nützliches aus Japan. Sind wir eigentlich hier? Ja. Nein, das ist, das hängt man. Nicht aufnehmen. Nein.
Lieblingskleidungsstück nähen.
Na, zu Hause in die Küche hängen.
Ich steck das in die Weste.
Ja, so habe ich so
Oder das,
gedacht.
ja.
Alfons steckt das in die Weste. Lässt es an seine Lieblingsjacke.
Das ist
oder
ja für die häusliche Gesundheit, also für alle. Haben wir schon 6? 7? Oh, okay. Ach ja. Onegaishimasu. します。Okay, so leave a little bit space in front of the camera. But Marianne, you could really sit on this side. It's perfect for you. So you don't have to watch towards the light. Now, thank you for reminding footwork. Alphonse asked me today before the class, don't you think it's time to repeat what we already have discussed 10 years ago? Okay, but it's really true. There's, I use images like how to activate the legs by saying, make your knees soft. But this is not only like this, to make this soft or bent slightly, it's also like this. Have you ever recognized how we are practicing, when we're practicing Kenjutsu, how we are putting the weight to the front of the foot and release the heel? It has many reasons. For instance, if I put weight on the heel, actually my knee is center over the heel. It should be at least in the middle of the foot, but even better on the front, over the front. If I, was heißt denn Lot auf Englisch? Lot. Huh? I don't know. So the knees are just center over the front foot, at least. Of course, sometimes if we step like this, it could happen, but actually we want to go here. Because then it's easy to move quickly. Also, the width of the stance is quite narrow, so it's hip wide, hip to shoulder wide. That's this position. Okay, it's not more. It can happen that we come through by using hips going down or changing the height of the stance, but in the basic Hanmi, it's just like this. So, if you read the biography of Endo Sensei, the autobiography, he's talking, I think it was Kisaburo Osawa Sensei from Hombu Dozo, who advised him to use a certain footwalk style. Instead of walking from the heel to the front of the foot, like we usually use, he said, put the front first. That's the style to walk. And that reminded Endo Sensei, he's writing in his biography, about his mother when they were repairing the futon and they took off a layer of cotton or silk to make it flat and smooth and nice again. You have to kind of massage these layers onto the others by using the foot like this. So if you see like how the knees and the feet are activated and still you are in balance, because of course it's not shaking your body so you fall. This is the kind of walking style we use in aikido. Okay? Thank you for the reminder. Today it will be super important because we do Ushiro Yotodori and the whole movement is very related to the understanding on how to use your feet and your knees or your leg work in total. Okay, onegaishimasu. Before we begin with the Ushiro, just reconfirm all this understanding to your legs, your center, and your upper body to influence the partner's balance. As you see, in this moment, my legs are like this. They are not like hold. Even then, if I would take my diaphragm down, I cannot transfer this kind of motion or influence. Okay, and of course, upper body is also super soft and flexible. Okay, we start with this for 2 minutes. Hai, arigato. Okay. So I show my leg. Looks a bit awkward to use hakama like this, but so you can see. Now, same position for uke, like this. But as Tori, we take this connection. So I put the backside of my hand in the palms of Alphonse. Now, first of all, I go back here. If we are setting up this kind of connection, we actually use gravity, because if you let go my arm suddenly, they fall towards the center line, my center, okay? Coming close to my center, if I just relax my arms. There is, of course, also the opportunity or the possibility to extend the arms and the feeling. That's also very important to know. But in this first prelude or preparation, we use the gravity. Let go suddenly. Let go suddenly. My arms should come here. Now, of course, I said already, legs, center, and everything is going together. If we come to the ushiro position, it's not that we can do the same procedure like in facing the partner from the front side, because my shoulders have to go relax first, and they come to the opposite direction. If we are in this position, if I relax my shoulders, they actually shift downwards and backwards around the rib cage. But in this moment, of course, there they can go back. But if I turn around my arms like this, naturally the shoulders relax to the front. They roll forward. Only then I can take them back down to the same position like in facing the front, partner from the front. So do the same procedure, change the activity or the whole system of feet, knees, and pelvis. Then take down your diaphragm, let roll your shoulders forward before you come upright yourself. So if I would push Alphonse, actually I lock my whole shoulder axis and my center, and I become stiff. But if I let go, my arms can come back here. Okay? So same procedure for that preparation for later ushiro. Dozo. That's interesting. Do you think that's the width of your hips? So don't forget that kind of feeling, please, because we're not yet in a form, so like kata or it's just how we use our body. One more time. Now, first from uke to tori. Now, of course, when we prepare this kind of things, what we just did, it looks like it is tori who's in front and uke who's in the back, and like this, tori is the one who puts the hands on top, uke is underneath. But basically, uke and tori share the same kind of understanding for how to use the body. Doesn't matter if they have the role of tori or uke. So it's for both the correct way. So uke should be never, from my understanding, of course you can do what you want, but I would say like if you stiffen up your arms and your legs are high and your feet are just immovable, or if you put yourself in a very grounded stand, this is not of an advantage for uke. It's just different. I would recommend to not change this kind of understanding and become stiff or strong or whatever, but use the same qualities like we developed as tori now. Because if you just turn around and put yourself in hanmi, now in ushiro yote dori, of course I'm standing behind, grasping both of his hand. Now, my quality of uke in this moment should not be something like strength, but using the same kind of understanding what we've just practiced to influence the balance by connecting from my entire body towards his entire body. So why Björn was now shaking and losing his balance was because I was using my leg work, center, and my arms in the same way like we did prepare before. So if you do ukemi now, just give it a try. The other side, please. Hidari hanmi. Just hidari hanmi. How it feels if you are, like connecting from your center and by active knees and footwork and relaxed arms. Of course, if I'm just like this, nothing happens to him. Even if I try to pull or push, it actually only reaches his shoulder. But if I change to the kind of body awareness what we already practiced, he feels some different kind of influence, and the potential of taking the partner's balance from uke side just becomes much bigger, much more easy. So if I wait, I don't do anything now from Tori's side, but okay, I see his connection. I wouldn't say pull, just relax and do your groundwork, let's say. Okay, I see it's influencing me, but you don't need to do anything specific. I was not saying like take the partner down. It's not like I want to take you until you have to sit or you lose your balance completely. It's just that I want you to feel like this kind of moment where your whole balance is affected by how I connect to you, instead of being, let's say, empty or inactive or whatever. I put activity to all my body, as we did in this practice, or in this practice. So I'm not trying to get you down, but I activate my leg work, I expand my center, and I relax my shoulders and arms so that Björn feels this kind of shaking, beginning of losing the balance. Okay? Just try this from uke side now. Hey. Ushiro. Hanmi position. Put the hanmi, either migi or hidari migi. Okay. Yes. time. I don't think it's possible to do that so easy. Okay. Now, as it, maybe I'm jumping in my idea how to explain. Okay, ushiro ryo tedori. Yes. Don't do too much by your hands, but just be able to influence my balance. Okay. So now, my response to that should be the same like we prepared. I just relax my knees and my shoulders and my center is expanded. So the effect after getting in connection and, you know, like when you come into my back, you actually have, if I don't do anything, the immediate potential to take or influence my balance. But because of I do the same, like we already prepared, you actually get into the, let's say, influence of my taking connection to you and your entire body too. So now this is a special condition. I want you to feel this because it helps a lot if you already come to this clue before or while the ushiro tedori situation occurs. So if I would not respond and I become stiff or I don't know how to create this kind of connection, I probably would have problems or I would need to face the danger that you can take me down immediately. So if I'm just not doing anything, I maybe have this kind of situation. Of course, only if Uke knows what to do. If you don't know what to do and you're not active like this, of course, then maybe I wouldn't face any problem. But in this case, in our practice understanding now, we see Uke as, let's say, capable of taking immediate connection and by that creating the potential to do kuzushi towards, to effect kuzushi within Tori. Now, of course, there's other conditions. Sometimes we find somebody holding just very strong, sometimes even pushing the arms up, or sometimes pushing them down. This is also a reality in Aikido practices, what we face. Of course, these are different conditions or different situations, what we also need to understand and know. Now, maybe we get there today, I'm not sure, But now I want you to be this kind of high potential, awake, active uke, and the response of Tori is as described. So you take, and of course I relax into your palm and into your connection, so that I also connect towards you. Just feel this moment of, if you don't do anything, how it well creates this instability in my side, or if you are activating knee center and your upper body, so that connection affects uke to feel kuzushi. Okay? Was that reason understandable what I'm talking? Maybe not. I don't know. So try. So I come around and let you feel. Here's was. Strong hands. Okay. Okay. Let go. Yes.
Wir haben natürlich immer nur die eine Seite im Sinn, die zuerst kommt.
Das kannst du machen, wie du willst, aber.
Und wenn mit diesem Schritt kommt, ist es so. Ist es so. Und das weiß natürlich auch jeder, der angegriffen wird in der Form.
Wobei, guck mal.
Ja.
Wenn ich als.
Ich rede.
Ja, aber versuch mal dieses Potenzial als erstes aus. Okay, jetzt sind beide Hände im Prinzip
jetzt
gleich.
Beide gleichzeitig.
So, also wenn du die erste Idee nicht aufgibst, dass eigentlich hier schon was entsteht, dann hast du beide Hände im gleichen Potenzial.
Ja, ganz wichtig.
Engagement. Jo. just entrance.
Just the entrance.
Yeah, just the entrance. Ooh. Ah, that's an interesting phenomena. How can you get behind my back if you try to walk around? Okay, important, important information. So, you attack Ushiro Ryotodori, but we are in this situation first. How can you get behind my back?
I should probably let you go past me.
Well, if you are trying to walk around, it's very simple for me to avoid the situation easily, okay? Now, do you know a technique, an aikido technique, where you go behind the back of the partner? Exactly. So, as Uke may have the idea to go into my back. And sometimes you could also try to do something like Sokumen Irimina Kokyo Ho first. So with this arm, think about Iriminage immediately. No, come here, Iriminage. Iriminage would be like this. Okay? So you go Iriminage. Okay. Now, even if you don't use this hand, but you want to connect with the second hand, so, you go behind my back. This should be the same idea for Uke, to come in my back. Even if we say like Ushiro Ryotodori is set by, okay, by this situation, but now I created this situation, but Uke can create the situation too by applying the same understanding as we use as Tori for Iriminage. You just enter, and I have to protect myself and reach out towards you with my hands. So, because if I feel your first arm like soft, and you're trying to go around, so if the first arm doesn't, if it's soft like before, so it doesn't have an idea to, go to my face, and you try to walk around. Of course, I would say like, yes, please, how many circuits do you want to do before you give up the idea to reach into my back? Okay, that would be the effect or the consequence. Very easy for me to defend. Now, but if you go straight in, and I'm not straight in for Iriminage. Go for Iriminage. Yes, go for Iriminage. Okay. Now, if I want to avoid this situation, maybe not too much down. And there's a second hand coming also to the neck. Do you remember? Iriminage? Yes, okay. For instance, just because I was not attempting with a, let's say, Shomenouchi strike, but you did, doesn't mean that you're not capable to do Iriminage. Now, if you follow this idea, of course, I need to not control, but lead or guide you into a different way of coming behind my back. Now, that's why I protect this line as if I would do Ikkyu Ukemi. So I can close this line. This hand cannot reach to my face. And second of all, I don't let you grab with your second hand to my neck. Your second hand goes to my neck. I keep distance and offer you my hand. So you have to take it. If you wouldn't take my second hand, but just want to grab, I can stop you because I can reach out to the back as well. So the conditions is different. It's not because you decide to walk around to get into my back. Actually, you're attacking from the front. And by your, let's say, sharp coming in, and my response to that, the situation occurs. So, but anyhow, both hands have now the same kind of connection quality. It's not that the first hand just takes my arm outside of the line to bring the second hand into play. It's actually the first hand and second hand who always want to, let's say, manipulate or come to the chance and the potential to manipulate my balance too. And if it would be a straight chance because I'm sleeping, if I'm receiving your attack and I'm sleeping, this would be this consequence. This is my trick to put you always into the sun. Last week, it's the summertime when the sunset comes perfect into the dojo. So for the video presentation, you're always in the weak spot. Where is he? Who am I talking to? All right. So again, both arms are active, and you come here. Now, your step work, as we described, needs to be done. Basically twice. Oh, I'm losing microphone again, like always. You come behind, you get in connection. Now, change your position to bring the partner in front of you. Like this. Oliver, yes. If you try to walk around me, what do you think what I would easily... We discussed it already. Don't walk around me. Thank you. Don't let go this. Okay, now you can let go, but before. This hand. Yes, you have to roll your shoulder forward, like in Ikkyo. Okay. Try. Change partner. No, not Ikkyo yet. Onegaishimasu. Yeah, go ahead.
Sollte ich an der Stelle überlegen, was das Louis zum Beispiel gezeigt hat. Er sagte, das ist eigentlich Quatsch. Er würde eher so runtergehen, oder? Und das ist
Würde ich auch.
Also das sollte ich mir jetzt abgewöhnen, diese Waage zu machen.
Mal runter. Ich komme zu dir. Es gibt einen Moment, wo das Bein entlastet wird, damit man in einen tiefen Schritt gehen kann. Aber das geht nicht über die Oberkörperkippe, sondern eher wie bei Shiko. Ja, Shiko hebt man eigentlich nicht aus dem Oberkörper, sondern aus dem Bein, von hier. Ne, wenn das hier, dieses Kippen ist sehr viel einfacher, um das Bein hochzubringen, weil sozusagen der Oberkörper das Gewicht und den Hebel, den Schwung für das Bein einsetzt. Wenn du aber Shiko aus dieser Position machen willst, dann musst du das von da heben. Das ist im Prinzip das Ukemi. So bleibt die Hüfte und die Beine aktiviert, anstatt dass man durch die Waage so eine Art Pause hat. Der Unterschied ist das, fühl mal den Kontakt, den ich gebe, wenn ich als Uke in diese Kippe selber gehe oder das Bein tief halte. Okay. Hi.
Also ich habe das Gefühl, ich bin trotzdem immer noch nicht vor dem Bein.
Musste ja auch sein. Jetzt ich komme zu dir. Okay, I feel something what I want to tell. Well, it's okay. I already said there are so many different ways to behave from Uke side. So, depending on what is your idea for Ryote Dori or Ushiro Ryote Dori. By the way, this position, this is typical Endo-Sensei's teaching. It's not Honbodozo teaching. Honbodozo, you receive Uke in this position. This is Endo-Sensei who's demanding us to go there. There's many reasons. Maybe my interpretation would be like, this is the most difficult or dangerous situation for Tori. While this is quite controlled. And if Tori cannot create Kozushi to Uke while Uke comes to this position, it could be dangerous for Tori then, and so on. So there's many reasons to discuss why this or that. Okay. But now, what I want to say is, how would I prefer to do Ukemi constantly? For instance, how to explain that? When I do katate dori, okay, come to this side. I can watch the. When we do katate dori, it's not that I hold something rigid or how to say, I stop movement. Actually, I put potential to this grasp. The grasp itself is not so deciding. Sometimes it's even that the fingers are just loose or softly touching the forearm. But my center or my body structure is so behind this point that I actually could use this connection to influence the partner's balance. It's the same like here, okay? Just with one hand and in hanmi. So how to put the leg work, the center and the shoulder or arm activity behind this connection is deciding. As you see, it's not deciding if I put force into closing my hand. Of course, this is also necessary to know what to do or how to respond to this or how to, but as Uke, for my feeling, it is not an advantage for me to put force somewhere in this joint or whatever. Closing the hand but keeping the joint open and flexible is okay, but it's not necessary to squeeze the partner. Now, stopping a movement actually affects only a hold. Now, that's important too, to practice and develop, and to know how to make me move if I'm like this sticky and slowing down uke. That's also important. Now, in this practice, what we started to create today, it's not that way. So it would be more like I'm ready to immediately use this connection with my whole body to effect movement, not to effect not movement. Now, for Shiro Ryotodori, it means that there's no moment where I hold back or hold down or hold on to the possibility or opportunity to move myself. So if I go behind you, I move myself. If you make me move further, I follow you, and I follow through to all the points where you go. So there was no moment where I decided like, okay, I stop. I follow you wherever you go. Now,
Like the sun.
huh?
Like a sun.
So, and in the same moment, I want to keep the, let's say, potential to affect your balance. For instance, if I take here, I follow your movement, but I also want to affect your balance. If I continue further, I follow your movement, but I also want to have the potential to affect your balance. If I further continue, I follow your movement, okay, we are already here, but I also want to affect your balance. If you take me here, make a little pause, make a little break, stop. Yeah. I follow your movement, but I still want to be able to affect your balance. If you continue slowly and you take me further down, I follow you, but still I want to be able to affect your balance. By the same principle or same idea what we have practiced already before, meaning using my legs and my center and my arms in the same understanding in a way. What would be still soft and flexible and by movement, not by not movement. Of course, I also appreciate, I must say, I also appreciate sometimes to feel like what to do if the partner slows down, moves, gets sticky and heavy and difficult to move. Fine. But now I would recommend keep one idea. Or if you want to change to the other idea. But recognize if you have changed and why you have changed. If you don't know, that's maybe interesting to understand. Because sometimes it's like we receive ukemi, I give you the ukemi, like what's very nice and agile, and then out of a sudden it stops. So, fine. Now, it's important to understand there's a difference. First it was active and then it was slowing down. If you want to practice like that, it's okay. I recommend just recognize how you do. I say myself, I keep myself in the opportunity to move and follow you. But always, if something stops, I'm ready to take your balance, even if I have an awkward position from the outside view. But doesn't matter if I am like this or like this, I still can apply the same kind of influence or understanding to influence his balance. Okay? Try one more time. Hi. Okay. I knew it. Yeah, you can continue soon. I just want to give you some more opportunities to move. Steffi, onegaishimasu. Now, it's been already almost 1 hour, so I've seen that coming. If it comes to this detailed form, Sagoshi Ryo, there are so many things to explain or to understand or to practice, and so many alternatives as well. So just take the chance to finish the forms. Hey, okay, some of the forms you know to the end. Those are.
Das würde Uke Tobi, oder?
Nein, Vorwärtsfallen. Gib mal her. Da drüben. Ja. This was.
Yep.
はい、終わります。ありがとうございました。Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
I read about it, silk wedding of book of Endo.
Yes, you did read it. Very good. Okay.
Read it too. It was Saturday almost all.
Yeah.
So it was a good continuation of it.
Okay. So then have a good night. We finish. Goodbye. And we stop also the